My name's Tanis Robillard and my company is Full Motion Expediting. It's a courier expediting hotshot service. So we deal with couriers packages from hotshotting to emergency freight to expediting. We work majority in northern Alberta, anywhere from Fort McMurray to Lac La Biche and to the major SAGD plants in around the Conklin area. We've been in business 9 years. I used to work on the drilling rigs in the winter and I worked for forestry in the summer, dispatching aircraft. And both of those jobs that I were in, both always needed hot shotting or delivering parts and whatnot. So I saw that there was a need for that, a demand, and I started kind of just doing a little bit of background checking and some feasibility studies and some marketing of what's happening in and around the northern Alberta, and just kind of picked it up from there. The biggest challenge I found was when I first started was getting my name out there, the company, and marketing myself. And me being a female in a male-dominant world, a lot of people were skeptical at first to what kind of business this was and if it could be pulled off. But once I did prove myself and show that we can actually do the job, then by word of mouth it just went from there and the clients just started calling. Apeetogosan has been helping me right through from the start till right now to current with all the financing. They've been really great. They set me up to help write the business plan to make sure that this was a feasible idea, business plan wise, and to see that there was actually the work out there. And then from there, they helped me with the financing and just went from there. Our business plan that we did with the projection of where we wanted to go, we just kind of hit the goals every year and just went from there, and Appy just kept approving everything.
My name's Michael Ivey and I'm the General Manager at Apeetogosan Métis Development. We constitute the lending arm of the Métis Nation of Alberta, and our mandate is to provide business counseling and commercial financing services to Métis entrepreneurs that are looking to seek the means to attain economic self-sufficiency. We're located in Edmonton, but we can be anywhere. We've traveled all four corners of the province. We spend a lot of time in the south, in Calgary, just as much as we do here. So we're able to get to where we need to be. The first step is the communication, to sit down with them and talk about what it is that they want to do. What's their idea? What's their opportunity? We need to find out, and if the government's involved in for example, the Aboriginal Business Canada contribution, if the government's involved, they're going to want to know what the opportunity is. So we spend a lot of time just trying to figure out what their opportunity is and are they ready to execute on that opportunity. That's really the focus for the first discussion. Tanis's business, Full Motion Expediting, is almost symbolic of all of our businesses, well, the successful ones, where she came to us with an idea of providing transport services to the local heavy oil and gas operators in the Conklin and Fort McMurray area. She recognized that there was a huge need for ground transport in and out of Edmonton. We got her set up for her first truck. I mean, it was a small project, right? And she struggled for the first couple of years. It wasn't, she didn't just get set up and woohoo, it was all good. It was actually a struggle, but she remained committed at it.
I started out as an owner-operator for the first 3 years and pretty much 24/7. So it was pretty much, I can't even say I gave myself a paycheck the first year. Pretty much just all went right back into the company to save up for the next truck.
She got another truck a couple years later. She became more known in the industry. That's part of what her niche was establishing her network strongly, right? And expanding her network of industry contacts. And then when they realized that Tanis was a credible and reliable source for transport, then things really took off for her. And we were with her for most of the way. We do her accounting for her. We provide that accounting service. And so we're often providing counseling and advice through those expansion times. It's just not the ribbon cutting and everything's going to be okay. It's a lot of work, but because she's the owner, she has self-ownership, she loves what she does.
The process with Apeetogosan, it's very friendly. I have no problems with them whatsoever. I feel very comfortable sitting down and talking with them. Their approach is very easygoing. They make you feel very welcomed, and they let you know if you have an idea and if it's worth looking into, or look at the ups of it, look at the downs of it. I would recommend anyone to check them out.
Today, now she's remarkable. I mean, she's sort of personifies what we would want to see in all our businesses, right? Where she's expanded and now has become a major force or player in the industry, and very credible and reliable. That's the great thing, right? That she has accomplished what she set out to do, which was to provide a service which was as competitive or better than what was being currently offered at that time. She's a fleet of 7 now. She's a staff of 4. So her contribution to the economy is incredible.
Anyone who'd be thinking about starting a business, I'd definitely tell them to do their homework. Make sure they know what they're getting into. Really do their feasibility study and the budget, and make sure that there's a market for it and that you're actually going to be able to get clients before you actually even start your company. So when you do start it, you already have your foot in the door with whatever clients you're targeting at that time. Being my own boss, it gives me the freedom to still have a family. It's a lot of work, but I think at the end of the day when I come home, it's all worth it because I'm able to juggle my professional life as well with my personal life. I guess I would just like to say that anyone who wants to start a business or become an owner-operator, that if that's truly what they want to do and love and believe that they can do it, then I guess follow your heart, follow your dreams. It's a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication, a lot of ups and downs, a lot of lows, a lot of highs, but once I think your first couple years into business, that's where you're either going to make it or break it. And if you really stick with it, it's all be positive and be worthwhile in the end.
When I came on as a manager, I didn't just want to babysit a capital corporation. I wanted to make a difference. I think that when we move businesses forward, we take ideas to fruition, we are making a contribution and we're changing people's lives for the better. And even for those that don't actually go on, at least they learn something. They learn something about themselves. We learn something about ourselves all the time in those situations, so that's what I look at Apeetogosan, is making a difference in people's lives.